All right. Hey, I wanted to start out tonight, and I just wanted to talk about how Grafted Church got started. I know Saturday we talked about home churches, and it seemed to be some hesitation about people wanting to either have a home church in their home or go to someone else's home to be part of a home church. And I'm not sure why there's a hesitation. Um, Grafted started out as a home church. I don't know if you knew this or not, but for about 5 years, we met in our home. And so home church is part of our DNA. And we value home church and we see a lot of importance in it. And I wanted to talk tonight about, kind of why we do home church and how to do home church. And so, like I said, we started out as a home church. We did it for about 5 years in our home. And what we did was we would have people come over and we'd have a potluck and we'd have a Bible study and we'd have fellowship and discussion. We didn't have praise and worship. We didn't have a teaching or sermon. We just had fellowship and Bible study. So we'd open up scriptures and we'd read the scripture together and then we'd talk about it. And we'd have a good time. We'd have good conversations. And we got to know each other really well. And we want to continue doing that. That's part of why we want to keep doing home fellowship. So every fifth Saturday of the month, so it only happens occasionally, but every fifth Saturday, we want to have home church. And we encourage you to invite, a family or two to your home and have home church together. So share a meal together. Maybe have a potluck, have them bring something, you bring something, share a meal, and then open the scriptures. Either go to the Torah portion and read the Torah portion together and then talk about it, or turn to something else that you guys might be interested in and read that. And then just talk about it, have fellowship, and get to know each other, make some new friends. The part of the purpose in this also is we want you to invite more people to your home and get to know each other better and build new relationships, make new friends. And so we're hoping that this will do several things. One, we hope it will teach people how to do home church because we're living in a time when we may not be able to meet all together corporately, and we want to have something available in times, for example, when we may not be able to meet. And so if something happens in the government or in the world where they say you can't meet as a church anymore, we want to encourage you to still have home church. And so still invite people over to your home, still do Bible study and fellowship. And we want you to be prepared and know how to do that. Maybe like on the weeks we're sick, if we close church because of illness and we have a lot of people sick, we want to encourage you, hey, you could still have home church. Or if there's a snow day, if we get a lot of snow or ice or something and we say, hey, we can't do church this week, we want to encourage you to be able to do home church. And so we just want you to be able and prepared and know how to do it. And so by practicing, it helps keep people aware of how and comfortable with doing it. So how do you get started? Well, call some friends. Call some people you don't know. Somebody you met at church this week and say, hey, you know what? I want to invite you to my home. We're going to have home church. And we encourage regular participation in this anyway. We encourage people Friday evenings, bring in Shabbat together, bring in the Sabbath together, invite people to your home, have dinner together, and read scripture together and have fellowship together. We want you guys doing this on a regular basis anyway. I think Friday night fellowship is a very important part of church and part of our church. And so I want to encourage Friday nights, don't do it alone. Invite some people over to your home, share a meal together, and read the Bible together and have fellowship. Get to know each other, make some new friends. But specifically this week, I want you guys to either go to someone's house or invite someone to your house. Maybe invite a few people to your house and share a meal together. Do either you cook or have someone else cook or do a potluck, however you want to do it. Share a meal together, open up the scriptures and either read the Torah portion or, pick something from somewhere else and read that. Talk about it, read it out loud together. Everybody take turns reading and then talk about it and just say, hey, well, what did you get out of this? What this What do you think this is talking about? How does this apply to our lives? How can we take what we've read and use it now and apply it and start living according to this? Pray together. Share prayer requests with each other and just say, hey, how can I pray for you? And pray for each other. Everybody pray for each other. I think that's important. Pray for each other. And just fellowship, get to know each other. Talk to each other about who are you? What's your interests? What do you like? What do you don't like? How can I get to know you better? And just make some friends. And that's really as simple as it is. And so I would encourage you guys this week, because we're not having church this week. This is a great opportunity to do that. So call somebody up and say, hey, come to my house. Let's have fellowship together Saturday night. And really that's it. But the foundation of our church, the foundation of Grafted, I talked about this Saturday, is from Acts 2. And they devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to fellowship and to breaking of bread and to prayer. Okay? Fellowship, apostles' teaching, reading the scriptures and studying them. Fellowship, getting to know each other, building friendships, building relationships, just learning how to be community with each other. Breaking of bread, sharing a meal together. Going to the feast together is another example of breaking bread. I don't remember if I mentioned that Saturday or not, but celebrating the feast together is breaking bread. And prayer. And again, I think prayer is extremely significant. So I really want to encourage you guys, if you have not made plans this week to do a home church, please, I encourage you, please make plans. Either invite yourself to someone's house or invite someone to your house. And make some preparations, make some plans, and do it. Be part of a home church. Anyway, that's all I had today. I just wanted to come on and just really encourage this, because I really had a feeling that a lot of people were not, I don't think people have understood why we're doing it, and I don't think that they are as excited or interested in doing it as we want you to be. And so we want you excited about this. We want you doing home fellowships, and we think it's really important. And so we really want to encourage you guys to do that. And that's why we are continuing to push it every fifth Saturday. We want to encourage home church. But again, I want to encourage it weekly anyway. It doesn't even have to be Friday night. Just sometime during the week, invite somebody over to your home and get to know them. Build relationships. Share a meal. Do fellowship. Pray for each other. And just get to know each other. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. And I hope you have a wonderful Sabbath. And we'll talk to you next time. Thanks.